My name's Frankie Angelo, and I work with granite and marble, and I've been doing it for 7 years, just on the inside of my house. Probably got more granite, marble, and travertine than any home per square foot, because I have it through the walls. All my beams are all wrapped with granite. This is my refrigerator, and it's been done with rock, travertine, granite, and marble. It turned out really beautiful. I mean, just the design on just the refrigerator is pretty wild. And just the look of this kind of flows with the rest of my house. Here's the center island. I break up granite a little different than the average person, and I like the idea of having the looks like waterways going through the center of the center island. So what I did was, instead of bullnosing the whole thing, I have the front that's bullnosed, and then the sides wrapped with the Brazilian hardwood, and come out really pretty slick. It's a lot cheaper than having it bullnosed at the shops. They usually charge like about $90 a foot to bullnose something like this. It's gave it a different look. I got travertine onyx that wraps around it. I still want to put a sink in the spot right here. I already have it set up because we've got a basement, almost a full basement underneath the house here. So, and then we're going to put a dill up above here for hanging up pots and pans. But everything's done in granite. The countertops, pretty wild looking stuff. We got all the windows. These are Anderson windows. They're all the windows in this house. The house was built in 1978, and I'm still using all my windows. And what I did is I did a little antique look to the window frames, and then I used travertine and marble. There's granite in here and the whole 9 yards. Straight grain Douglas fir. And it really gives it that dungeon look. I mean, just really pretty unique stuff. And right above my head here, here's one beam that's done in granite. That's what the look is when you get it done. You know, I have a grout line that's 1/4 inch at least, and then you got straight grain Douglas fir, and it just really comes out cool. Even with the shelving that I designed myself, everything's round cornered and looks pretty slick. I got other designs that shoot through that are the designs that I make up and do granite, marble, and travertine in, and come out pretty slick. As you can see, all the beams in this one kitchen, you got a skylight, and all the beams are done in granite. And when you go around above the stove is a big mosaic. It's got to be at least, I would say, 5, 6, about 5 feet wide. Probably about 4 or 5 foot high on one side and 3 on the other. And everything comes out 3-dimensional. If you look at the center, comes out 3 times with the granite and the marble and all. And the cabinets, I designed them. We have a grandfather clock with 2 triangle cabinets that go next to it, and granite shoots right through it. So it gives you a really wild look. And as you can see, I like rocks even on top of the cabinets and all. And plants, you know, we're still in the middle of doing this, but as you follow the kitchen, you see the granite flowing, and that's what you want. You want everything to flow. It's really kind of unique, ahead of its time. Underneath the sink, I didn't like the oak that was there, so I inlaid granite down here, and I used sangria and then grouted it in black, same as the refrigerator, so we got matching stuff going on. And never touched a rock in my life. First time I did is when I moved up here and started working with it. I didn't even know how to grout. Pretty amazing. Everybody seems to think that I did this for years and years. And one man did 99% of this whole place, and that's me. I had one Christian fella come up here, and he goes, "Oh my goodness gracious, who did all this work?" I said, "I did." He says, "You're not human." I says, "I don't think I really am sometimes doing all this work for one guy." I never knew, I'm not a carpenter. This is all self-taught stuff, and I think I'm ahead of my time by, 5, 10 years. But if you can get a nice picture of the cabinets flowing around with the granite and the beams. Did you get the center beam up there, Rich?
Mm-hmm.
Come out pretty cool. And the plants, the kitchen hasn't been done. I still got to put radiant heat down, and I got a super wild design I'm going to put through the floor in the kitchen. But you know, you got skylights, all that stuff. It's pretty wild. When I'm done with this kitchen, I might have maybe buying everything, all the granite and everything, maybe 12 grand. That's counting the cabinets and all. And these cabinets were custom made by a friend in town that I ended up being friends with. He charged me $4,800, and it's all done in oak. Pretty amazing. He made the doors and all, everything. Most people have doors bought, but I wanted something a little unique, so not every piece is perfect. I like a little bit of gnarliness to my cabinets too. So, and then up above here, this is a wine holder, and I've been cutting some beautiful blue glass and starting to put some plants in there. It really makes it stand out because you got the white, then you got the brown wine holder, then you drop in some blue, and I need to get some greens in there, and I got colors everywhere, and it just looks like it's made to be here. So we got everything's arched in my home. Everything's arched inside. I got I'm going to put saloon doors here, and they're going to be a little bit different. They're rounded on both ends, so I'll have an arch that comes down, and then it'll be rounded on the bottom. I got the wood over here. I don't know if you're getting a good picture of that. Robert, coming out good?
Yep.
Yeah, so and they're real 2-inch, and it's cedar, and have a buddy that has a mill cut all my wood for me. And you got to see these doors. They're pretty wild that I'm building too. But we're going to take you into the dining room. And